welcome back to the Xander Zone. So it's been probably about 4 or 5 years now since I've made a YouTube video. Before I had a professional photographer, videographer, whatever, an editor. This time I'm gonna be a one-man show. So been through quite the journey, quite the past 5 years. You know, back last time you guys saw me, I was kind of a little bit of a party boy, a degenerate. I was in the gym consistently, but I was also, you know, probably out being a degenerate. So now, fast forward 5 years later, I have a 5-year-old. I have a fiance. Completely different lifestyle. Just, you know, growing up a lot. So now that I got a set of little 5-year-old eyes on me, you know, sitting around the house, not really doing anything, I want to, you know, be the best dad that I can be and kind of lead by example, show what hard work is, showing up for yourself, and conquering some goals. So last year I worked on the road. I was away from home for like 10 months. I worked with a production show. I was in a new city every night, kind of living that like rock star lifestyle, drinking a lot, partying a lot, just, you know, living like a rock star. So now I left that job and now I'm back home, and you know, and invested a lot of money. I'm gonna learn how to be a day trader. That's part of one of my goals, is waking up 6 a.m. Been studying, you know, day trading and stuff, orb strategy, if anybody knows what that is. So that's one of my goals for the year: get into day trading, be productive, stay at home dad, enjoy some family time. And then also we got some fitness goals. So I've been out of the gym for about the past 6 months. I just went and got my blood work done at the VA. Everything came back within range, so everything's good. Liver's good, kidney's good, everything's good. 6 months ago when I was out working on the road, it was not good. So of course drinking every single day is not good for your liver or your kidneys. But we got it all. I'm not drinking anymore at all. So we got everything back down within the limits or in the ranges. So we're gonna start doing a little bit of supplementation, some creatine, some TRT, you know, the good old stuff. And for body goals, what do we got going on for 2026? I've been trying to hit 250 for, I mean, I'm 6'5", so 250 is not unattainable. I've been trying to hit it for like the past like 2 or 3 years, but then every year there's some excuse, or I fall off or get distracted, or just, you know, I do what everyone else does and you just kind of give up on your goals. Just one excuse or another, you just kind of lose sight of the goal. You forget why you wanted to do it. So that's the goal. We're going for 250, 260 this year. That would be awesome. I'm starting off the year, I started back into the gym about a week ago, probably. Just kind of get the muscles, you know, fired back up, just get some blood flow. I'm not real heavy training, just kind of getting the muscles worked back up. So this is actually gonna be the first week of real training. So I started off in the gym at 225 pounds, I want to say, or 224, something like that. I'm now 230 a week into it. Still haven't had a great diet, not real consistent. I had family in for Christmas and stuff. You know how Christmas goes, holidays. Can't really stay too consistent with anything. But now, you know, the family's gone. It's back to the grind mode. So yeah, we're trying to get to 260, and then we got some, you know, I want to train like a bodybuilder, but also kind of want to train strongman kind of. So I want to be functional and fuckable for the fiance. So gotta have the stamina, and you gotta be big. Size matters. And yeah. So this week, Monday, which is today, we're gonna do deadlift training. So I'm gonna get in there, warm up the hamstrings, do some hamstring curls, probably do some rows, work some cables, stretch out the back, and then get into some deadlifts. Try to max on my deadlift to see where we're at, see where we're gonna start the year at, so we have something where we can track some progress. And then we're gonna get into Wednesday. I'm gonna post videos Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Wednesday we're gonna do bench press. So get in there, stretch out the chest, get it nice and warm up the shoulders, and then we'll get into maxing on bench press. And then following this will be Friday, and we're gonna get into squats, which is gonna be the most embarrassing thing ever, because I've only trained legs like a bodybuilder. I've never really done like a correct squat on a bar. I don't really have too much range of motion in my shoulders, so it's gonna be pretty embarrassing. But you gotta figure out where you're at. Part of having a transformation is to embrace the embarrassing parts, and I know my legs are like chicken legs, and they're not impressive. So it's part of embracing the suck and being able to be vulnerable a little bit and expose the bad sides of you. Just like whenever people are on a weight loss journey, you got to take those initial photos so you can track where you're at and where you're gonna go. Because when you look back 6 months from now, like, wow, look how overweight I was, or look how I started, look how weak I was, and then now look at myself. So in order to be proud of yourself for the journey that you're about to go on and the gains and goals you're about to achieve, you got to have a starting point. So that's where we're gonna see where we're at and go from there. Yeah, I'm only doing this just to show up for myself. I want to keep myself accountable, and if I get started on this journey of posting Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I have to show up not only for myself but for you guys and for my son. I want my son to look at back later and be like, wow, my dad was so consistent. He showed up every day, whether he felt like it or not. He still did what he said he was gonna do. So yeah, like I said, I'm on my way back home from the VA. I'm gonna get some food in, drink my protein shake, some oatmeal, do all the basics, probably 6 eggs, and then I got meal prep, 250 grams of rice, 6 ounces of beef starting out, and probably get in 2 of those, and then I will catch you guys at the gym here in probably around 5 o'clock or something like that. But all right, catch you guys in a little bit. What is up? Good afternoon. It is 2:22. I'm about to walk in here to Fit Club. This is the new gym in Las Vegas that I'm going to. It is sick, as you'll see when we get in there. So like I said earlier, we're gonna get into some deadlift today, see where we're at, see where our ground level max is at. First week, I'm hoping to get maybe a little over 4 plates. I don't want to overdo it, don't want to risk any injuries, but I'd still like to see kind of where I'm at, kind of push myself. So about to take some pre-workout, some all max cuts. This is the fiance stuff, not mine, but it's only got about 125 milligrams. And I don't have any water, so we're gonna be mixing it with some Fusion lemon lime orange Gatorade. All right. I don't know how you guys take your pre-workout, but I'm always kind of a dry shot guy. So find this scooper. Since we're going for a max, we're gonna take 2 scoops. So here's one. All right. So this gym, it does play music inside at all times. So I won't be able, there will be no audio while I'm in the gym. But when I get home, I'll do a little voiceover for you, kind of walk you through each movement. All right, here we go. So getting into some stretching to get the day started. This is kind of the most stretching that I do. I'm not really one that stretches a whole lot. Just rolling my back out on a roller, grab behind the neck, pull down as pretty much as hard as you can. Just really stretch out that spine as you roll top to bottom. Open up the chest, reach your hands back to the floor. And let's get started on those hamstrings. Gotta keep those hamstrings nice and loose, just so whenever you're pulling a lot of weight, you don't want to risk tearing a hamstring. So go left and right. Like I said, it's kind of the most stretching that I do on pretty much any day. Just loosen up the back of my hamstrings and roll out my back. My back does get pretty tight, being a bigger dude, 6'5", about 240 pounds right now. So open up those hips as well, do some butterflies, hands on your ankles, pushing your knees to the ground, straight-legged stretches to the bottom. Now, let's get into this work. All right, here we go, getting into the first movement. This is gonna be a hamstring curl. I just got 145-pound plate on there. Nice little warm up, just trying to stretch the muscle at the bottom. Just kind of extended these stretches out a little bit, just added some weight to it, just to get that nice tight hamstring contraction. So first one's still about 8 to, well, I'd say 12 to 16 reps each side, just kind of getting that muscle nice and loose. And then we'll add some more weight to it in just a moment. we go, set number 2, add another 45-pound plate to it. These ones, instead of doing high reps, just going for about 8 to 10 reps, just really focusing on the contraction at the top, a nice deep stretch at the bottom. All right, here we go, moving into the first back workout. So it's gonna be a close grip upright row, bend at the waist, about 90 degrees, a little less than 90 degrees, and nice deep stretch at the bottom. Once again, pretty quick pulls, just trying to activate those fast twitch muscles, get them ready for this deadlift pull. I like to explode whenever I do deadlifts, so nice quick movements, kind of squeeze at the top, nice deep stretch at the bottom, about 12 to 16 reps. Moving into set number 2, same thing, changing up the angle for you so you see both sides, how far I am bent forward. It does help not to look straight at the ground, but probably 3 to 4 feet out in front of you. Moving on to the last set, I never add any weight to this, just kept it nice and light. But right here is moving into straight-legged deadlifts. So pretty straight, not completely straight. I don't want to risk injuring my hamstring, but nice, close to the body, nice pulls, nice deep stretch in the hamstring, and then contract at the top. Did 3 sets of this for 8 to 12 reps. Now moving into the last back workout to get the back fully activated top to bottom. There's a nice pull down, moderate weight, probably about 125 pounds. Nice stretch as in every workout, nice deep stretch at the very top or the bottom, and then a nice complete contraction, squeezing the muscle, getting it fully warmed up, ready for this big deadlift. This is my 3rd set, added a little bit more weight to it, same things before, a little bit more weight, nice deep stretch, nice full contraction at the very bottom. This will be our last back warm up before moving into the deadlift. All right, here we go. The moment we've all been waiting for, the deadlift, starting at 135 pounds. First set, I do love the reverse grip. I'm not much of one to use straps. Straps kind of, you'll see, I do use them on my 2nd and 3rd set, I do believe. They kind of lean my weight forward. I do tend to lean forward too much whenever I use a traditional double overhand grip, especially with these straps, this figure 8 straps. I need to work on my form. I need to set back more whenever I do this. But you'll see in the next set, here's 225 pounds. Going with the straps. I did take my shoes off because I do like to feel the floor, and it gives me a little bit more balance. So 225, going up pretty easy with the straps. Still get warmed up here. And now we're moving into the 3rd set. So here is 315 pounds. This is the set that I was talking about, where I use my weight goes over top of my toes, and you can see the bar comes out in front of me. Usually the last gym that I was at, we had circular plates, and you could roll them on the floor, and then that helps me get the weight closer to me. But these are, I don't know what you call that, hexagon weights or octagon shapes. So you can't really roll them, especially I'm on turf, so it makes it a little harder. Here is 405 pounds with the reverse grip. Super controlled. As you can see, my form is a lot better with the reverse grip. And I do like being able to use the reverse grip because you can control the weight. Just gotta have a really strong grip. Moving into the last set, this will be my max for the day. 450 pounds. 455 pounds. And just like that, that is our max for starting out 2026, 455 pounds. Not too bad. Right here, little man wanted to jump in and try picking up the weight, so that was pretty cute for him to want to jump in and join daddy. Come get a drink of my Gatorade too. So, little man. All right, and here is a tip for everybody. If you got a lot of weight on the bar, this makes it so much easier to unrack your weight. Little pro tip. So take one weight off, put it underneath the very first plate, then you can just pull it right off as long as you hold the bar on it so it doesn't roll away. Just pull it right off. Makes it way faster than having to try to pull them off and hurt your back. Then after you get that last plate off, just set it back on top, and then come over here and take off your clamp on the other side. And instead of having to pull all those weights off, all you gotta do is grab the bar at the very, very top and just stand it up, and you can just pull it right out, and it makes it so much faster, so much safer to unrack your weights, and it looks a lot more easier. All right, now you can't do a back day without ending with some biceps. So I just want to do a quick little burnout with my biceps. Right here, I call these 21s. So you do 7 half reps from the bottom to the middle, stop on the 7th, and then from 7 to 14, you go halfway to all the way up pretty much. Nice full contraction. You don't want to go up to your resting, you just want to go up until it's a nice tight contraction. After doing 7 to 14, then 14 to 21 are full reps. I did this for 3 sets of 21, give you 63 reps, and it's a nice little burnout to end any day. You know, size matters. Everybody wants that big juicy arms. So here we go, moving into set number 2. Same thing, just different angle, 7 halfways, 7 from half to full, and then 7 fulls. All right, here we are stepping in the locker room, ending today's workout, stepping on the scale. The first Monday of January 2026. We're starting out at 236 pounds after the workout. About to step in the sauna. All right, well, that is going to finish up day number 1. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you made it this far, you're a legend. I appreciate you. We got that deadlift. We got 455 pounds. It's about where I thought I was going to be. I tried it, today's Monday, I tried it Friday, just to kind of see where I was at, and I got the same thing, 455. So my back was a little tense today, but we went ahead and knocked it out. Yeah, appreciate you guys stopping by, checking in.